I decided to start with this game, not because it was the first one, but because it's got the dream. It happens later on, so I'll let you see what the dream is. So this first hand I kept because I've got 2 Eldrazi temples, and why not keep when you have 2 Eldrazi temples? He says Opa Blitz. I don't even know what Opa Blitz means. I'm playing on my Surface, so sorry the keyboard pops up a couple times as I'm talking to him. So he casts Fairy Miscreant, which is like a 1/1 critter. Not super frightening. But I got a couple Dismembers, so, you know, there's always that. Got an Endless one. Throw that down. Eldrazi Temple. And I just dismember the creature. I got the backup Dismember, so I'm not particularly... I want to just kind of keep the board clear to begin with. I know I'm taking 4 damage, but yeah. You know. He thought seizes me. No. I think the other Dismember is when it gets pulled. It's the scariest thing for him right now. He's going to be like, Dismended Mindbender, Abundant Maw. He's never going to be able to cast those things. Little do you know, buddy. No, he took the Endless one. Okay. I mean, I guess... it could be scary eventually. Right now, it's not particularly frightening. 3rd Dismember drawn, so... I got lots of ways to keep the board clear. It means I go down to 8 if I have to, but... You know, his next two threats are basically toast. I'd like something to emerge off of. A Thought-Knot Seer might be good. Even a Reality Smasher, something. I'm still sitting here with nothing to do but cast some lands. Casting the lands as fast as I can. Another Fairy Miscreant. They're terrifying. So I'm not really even sure what this deck is at this point. I've now got 6 mana. And I'm getting close to being able to hard cast both of those creatures with a 1/1 critter is my only real threat. So... take the point of damage, putting me down to 15, because I think there's something bigger coming out, maybe a Drogstol Captain. So he Thought Seizes me again. Sorry about that. It's my mom put her on ignore. He's thinking about what to take. He goes for the Dismember. So this, I've seen this deck a couple of times now with the rogue cards. It's got that skulking thingamabobber cards that you can't block. The Slither Naga looking snake thing. There he is, Slitherblade. That's the one I was thinking about. So, blow that guy up. I don't like unblockable creatures. Do that at the end of his turn so that, you know, I have the mana free for something if I need it. So, Relic of Progenitus. Let's hardcast that. And I think probably should just blow it up. Yeah, that was a misclick there. So let's blow it up and get the card draw. See if we get something useful. Not really. Field of Ruin. So we're both down to 3 cards. He's got his little 1/1 flying pokey thing. And I am now 1 mana shy of hard casting something really, really scary. So he's got Curious Obsession, which allows him to draw some cards. So that helps him with the card draw bit. It makes it a 2/2, which is, you know, fun. Takes me down to 9. I think Descended Mindbender is the good play next. That's that bandit thing. Stink Dinker Bandit. We'll name Eldrazi, just in case he's got some sort of counter. I can't think of anything that he might have that he could cast right now. Anyway, but it's good to have up. We'll sacrifice this Ugin, I think. Let's see what he's got in his hand anyway. He's got a Vapor Snag, so that'll be good to get rid of. It can bounce a card. We'll pull that out of there. Yeah, let's use that. What should I grab? Smasher does beat down, but we got big creatures, so let's just take the Lightning Helix on a stick. Help recover some of the life that we've taken damage with so far. I can swing in with the Distended Mindbender, hit him for 5, and then emerge the Abundant Maw off of the Distended Mindbender. And then he can take another 3 damage, so that could be 8, potentially. 8 damage. This dirt. Oh, that thing does a +2/+1 for rogues, so that makes that a little scarier. It's going to take me down to 5, and he's going to draw another card. So I didn't realize what the Stink Dinker did at the start of this game. So it's a nice little buff. It's a nice little buff. So we got the Heartless Summoning, which makes things cheaper to cast. Makes them a little weaker though. Got lots of mana. I don't know if I need it. Let's go in with a Distended Mindbender. Takes the 5. Cast with Emerge. Blow him up. Make it uncounterable. Just in cases. So that gives me a little bit more health to play with. Let's blow up a land. Misty Rainforest? No, because he's just going to sack it. So let's just grab one of these Secluded Glens. We'll get rid of that. Probably grab another black source. Oh, his black source is prettier than my black source. Cast this Heartless Summoning. I don't know if we really need it, but if we top deck something big, then we could probably get them both off next turn, so that could be good. Sacrifice the one damage. It's not going to make that big a difference. It also might make it so that he doesn't block this Abundant Maw when I swing through next turn. And if he doesn't block it, put him down to 5 and then I'll have him. Which I think is what he's going to do. He's going to swing at me with the Miscreants. That's going to be 6 damage, which will take me down to 2. So he's going to draw a card. Now I'm going to swing through. Chances are good he's going to block with one of these guys. That's what I would do. Because I'm down to 2 and he doesn't know I have another one. So if he blocks with one of the stink dinkers, if he blocks with a stink dinker, he can figure, I think he'll figure he's got me, right? 4 in the air. So we'll swing in. He'll block. I mean, it'd be great if he took the 5 damage, but I don't think he will. Okay, so then those 2 guys will, I'm going to cast an Emerge critter. Let's emerge off the Reshaper, get the value. So I'll gain another 3 life, which means I can survive another smack, because he can only smack me for 4. Well, this land is not great. It's not what I really want to see here. So what is he going to do? Is he going to leave up the 2 creatures to block? Is he going to try to swing in and just get the 4, but then he'll lose? So, okay, that's what he's going to do. He must have something else maybe to cast. Throw up as a blocker. Hoping for something good, like a blue lightning bolt, or I don't know, maybe a push? I don't even know what's in this deck. I was digging for some something. Digging for some something. What are you digging for, buddy? A digs, a digs, a digs, a digs, a digs, a digs. He's paying for cost for something. Oh, latchkey. Freaking, that'll do it. I'm not going to have enough to beat him, which sucks. It's so close. Stupid latchkey fairy. Yeah, with a land draw, I got nothing. Because I swing in twice, he double blocks, and then he gets me next turn. I mean, I'll check to make sure, but it's game. Block. Block. They die. Yeah, concede. You got me, Calatren. Now I can sideboard some stuff, though. Let's think, what should I side? Let's sideboard in the Trinispheres, blow up some stuff, some of that, lots more removal. Now I gotta decide what I'm gonna take out. The relics are not particularly good for me in this matchup. Probably go down the Eternal Scourges. I've actually pulled the Eternal Scourges from from this deck at this point. They never really made the difference, and so I flipped some stuff around, but I don't have them anymore. Anyway, here we go. Game 2. Oh, we got some Simian Spirit Guide action. Mulling down. It's down some cards. That's good. It's basically like the same hand I had last time, but a little faster. Having that Matter Reshaper earlier means that I can cast one of those 2 big threats at 4 mana, all of which I have in my hand right now. So, or I can power out the Reshaper early. Ooh, or I can wait and power out a Thought-Knot Seer a turn early. And then if I cast the Thought-Knot, then I can Extended Mindbender off the Thought-Knot, which would give me 3 cards pulled from his hand. That would be pretty sweet. So he's going to poke me for one with his Slither Blade. Bum, bum, bum. But I don't think he's anticipating a Thought-Knot Seer next turn. Paying costs, he's going to dig. I'm on my way to Thought-Knot seeing your face. Going to make him uncounterable. Yippee-yay. One turn ahead of the curve. Yippee-yay. What do you got in there? Ah! I don't know. Nothing really strikes me as fabulous. Go with a curious obsession. Thought about the Vapor Snag, but if he just bounces him into my hand, I just cast him again, take another card. I mean, you'll draw one, but I'll get to look at it again. Okay, that's what we'll do. So what do we got in there again? Vampiric Cutthroat, that stupid Latchkey Fairy. Vapor Snag is gone. We got that Stink Dinker, and then a Fairy Miscreant. He's going to cast the Cutthroat, which is, you know, not particularly scary. So he's going to swing through. What do I want to take? Ooh, Kozilek's Return. That's good. That's good. So let's cast Thought-Knot Seer again. Clear that out so I can get a fresh list. A fresh list. Noggin whack. I'll get rid of Stink Dink right now. He's a little ways away from Noggin. Hopefully he'll cast his Fairy. And next turn I can Kozilek's Return them all away. Cast Stink Dink. Another Distended Mindbender. So let's get Blow-Upple. Blow-Upple. Gonna clear your board. Swing in for 4. I'm reading the card here. I think this is the game that I really realize how good Kozilek's Return is, but I think it takes a misplay in order for me to do so. One of the games I played, I wasn't paying attention to where I put it on the stack, and it does really matter. It should be the last thing that you put on the stack, so it's the first thing that gets cast. Well, I mean, you can take anything you want, really. There's nothing that's great. I mean, to take the direct damage, okay. Ooh, I got a Smasher. I got a Smasher. Well, let's emerge off of this. Make it uncounterable. Let's see what's in your hand. So, what I should have done here is put the Thought-Knot Seer and the Distended Mindbender token. Distended Mindbender should have gone on first, then the Thought-Knot Seer, so that he draws first and I could potentially strip it. Kozilek's It doesn't really matter in this case. It doesn't play against me, but it would have been a way... Normally, we're going to want him to go off first and clear the board. I say no here. You're in a bad way. Down to 7. I love emerging off of these emerge creatures because, especially Distended Mindbender, I find its trigger ability so damn ugly. It almost always plays out as a double Thoughtseize with no minus to me. So this is where I think I have my misplay coming up, actually, if I recall correctly. Because I had the opportunity to blow up his board with these Kozilek's returns, and I don't. I mean, it's not a huge deal, I think, because he's still really left only with this very miscreant. But it could have been a super easy way, because I'm emerging and I cast this No, I did that right. When did I screw it up? It doesn't matter. We'll see it if it happens. He quits. I win. And we're on to game 3. I believe here it is. The dream! The dream is real. Just wait for it. It's so good. So I keep this hand because, I mean, 3 Simian Spirit Guides in an Eldrazi temple. How can you go wrong with that? And so he casts himself a Slitherblade. And I top deck a Reality Smasher. So here it is. Ladies and gentlemen. The turn 1 Reality Smasher. I debate for a little bit about whether I want to cast the Matter Reshaper, and then I just decide for lols, you gotta go with the turn 1 Reality Smasher. I don't even care if I lose at this point. I literally just want to see this dude's reaction when I power out a Reality Smasher on turn 1 and swing in for 5. Oh, there's a reaction. Serious? Yep. Serious. It's so serious. You're going to take 5 to the face. Smasher, turn 1. Funny looking eyes. The dream. I typed stream apparently, so now I have to fix it to dream. Fat fingers and all. It just kind of seems unfair, you know. He's poking for 1, I'm hitting for 5. Nightmare. Well, for you, it's a nightmare. Oh, Noggin Whack. Target player reveals 3 cards from his hit. Choose of them. That player discards those cards. Oh, that sucks. That's what that card does. Noggin Whack. So he gets rid of my removal, gets rid of my next turn cast if I draw a land. Another temple is a good place to be. I can't emerge unless I get a black source, so I'll just swing for 5. And you'll swing for 1. And you'll dig like hell, looking for something. Now, I don't really know what happens here. I twist my keyboard. It's like the Blair Witch Magic Project right here. Somehow I spun my tablet, and then my tablet went crazy. Sorry about that. Makes things exciting, though. Not the vampiric cutthroat. No. Okay. So you're going to take a damage. You're going to take a damage. And I'm going to just laugh and draw a card. I don't really... Matter Shaper. Sure. He won't be able to block anything, but... I'm literally just going to beat you down with the giant Reality Smasher. It's just so hard to come back from that. You're down to 4. You can swing for 2, puts you to 5, but then you're nothing to block, and I got 8. You leave your 2 blocks up. Even if you double block the Reality Smasher, I got enough. So you swing in for 1. I can't block. I think I tried just in case. I can't remember how Skulk works. Mostly I think I just can't block them. And you're digging. Unless you pull out something great, I think it's game over, brother. It's game over, man. Game over. Skimmerder stinker dinker dink, skimmerder stinky doo. I hate you. I'm gonna swing in smashers and Matter Shaper too. I'm gonna hit okay just to see what you will do. Skimmerder rink a stink a dink, skimmerder stinky doo. What will you do? Will you double block? What will you do? Probably split block. Because that's the only way you survive. Man, you don't know what's in my hand, so I say good game. Because you're going to take the damage. And I'm going to cast whatever Reshaper gives me. And now I will emerge off of my Reality Smasher. Turn 1 Smasher is crazy. It is. And so is the Abundant Maw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is game. One with the dream. The turn 1 Reality Smasher. Hope you enjoyed.